Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. I read a rather interesting article on WorldNet Daily. I'll attach the link. The title, Feds, Farrakhan's Anti-White Rant Protected Speech. The U.S. Attorney's Office for Southern Florida has determined the racially charged July 30th speech by Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan did not cross the line of what is considered protected political speech under the First Amendment. WorldNet Daily inquired last week when the U.S. Attorney's Office asking for an opinion as to whether Farrakhan's call for 10,000 men to rise up and stalk them and kill them warranted any sort of criminal investigation. Farrakhan, in a fiery sermon delivered from the pulpit of Mount Zion Baptist Church in Miami, referred to a 400-year-old enemy, which many took to mean white people. Well, if anyone didn't take it to mean white people, then they're out of their effing minds. Louis Delgado, spokesman for the South Florida U.S. Attorney's Citizen Complaints Division, reported Friday with the following statement, quote, "After looking into the matter, we have determined that the Farrakhan speech is protected by the First Amendment, and we will not be pursuing an investigation into the speech," end of quote. So let me understand this. If I were to say what Louis Farrakhan said, and if I went ahead and instead of saying the whites, I said the blacks, I would have committed a federal crime. You know why? The whites aren't protected. They're not considered a classified group that is protected. Homosexuals are protected. Blacks are protected. Transgenders are protected. But the majority of this country that tends to be white, they're not protected. How insane is this? Now, what's going to happen if, in fact, that march that Farrakhan wants to take place turns to violence? Farrakhan said, quote, "I'm looking for 10,000 in the midst of the million, 10,000 men who say death is sweeter than continued life under tyranny." What kind of tyranny? They're living off of Social Security. They're living off of social services. What kind of tyranny? They're living off of food stamps. Farrakhan told the congregants at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church in Miami, "Death is sweeter than to continue to live and bury our children, while white folks give the killer hamburgers. Death is sweeter than watching us slaughter each other to the joy of a 400-year-old enemy. Yes, death is sweeter. The Quran teaches persecution is worse than slaughter." Then it says, "Retaliation is prescribed in matters of the slain. Retaliation is a prescription from God." Beats his chest to calm the breast of those whose children have been slain. So if the federal government won't intercede in our affairs, then we must rise up and kill those who kill us. Stalk them and kill them and let them feel the pain of death that we are feeling. If that isn't hate speech, what the hell is? The problem is Whitey isn't in a protected class. You don't believe me? Look up protected classes. Totally insane. But this is what happens when you turn a country over to people like Barack Hussein Obama, the Attorney General Eric H. Holder Jr., the new Attorney General Loretta Lynch. They hate us. We're not a protected class, but you know what would happen without us? They'd all starve to death. That jackass in the Oval Office is on vacation for the 20th time in the last, 20 months? It's insane. We're not a protected class, but the blacks are. The homosexuals are. The transgenders are. The Muslims are. But we're not a protected class. And we can have Muslims like Farrakhan threaten us. And nobody gives a damn in the Department of Justice. Wake up, America. Wake up.